Okay, after a few days of concentrating on painting, it's almost 100%. There's still a couple little touch-ups to do, but overall, the walls are looking great, and all the trim is painted. Just got to go around the ceiling and do some touch-ups, and then obviously we need to put some cord around it, and that's going to need some paint too. But I managed to take a break from filming and knock out the electric. Now this is not the right way to do it. You know, normally it would go in the walls, but without taking the walls off. This is what was here before. This was painted blue like the walls. It's metal clad wiring, so it's not a bad way to do it, but it was just really, really ugly and poorly done. So taking that idea and just wanting to freshen it up, I bought some more of that. I changed all the outlets to fresh outlets. I redid all the wiring, and then I put some metal clad along the wall to here. And now anywhere that goes up and down, the metal clad is behind the wall. And then because I was already touching them and there were already holes all along the wall that needed to get covered anyway, I figured anywhere there was a hole, there's now an outlet. So around the room, I now have, let's see, 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 outlets. So for an office where I'm going to be working, that's amazing. So I really went all out on that, and I also ran the electric over to the room over and put a couple in there too. So that's all done. There are some little finishing touches with that we'll get to later, but I figured it's time to move on to finishing this trim around the window. So I'm gonna go ahead and measure that, cut that, let Lindsay paint it, and then I'm gonna start working on the flooring. If you'll notice over here, there was a couple of pieces of flooring that are just normal wood. So what it's actually supposed to be is this tongue and groove. And there's a couple places where the tongue and groove was so damaged that you could literally feel the floor bend because some of the seams were between joists. So I'm just gonna go through and replace what's damaged and give us a good foundation so we can throw some laminate up, and this room will be pretty much done. So let's measure that window real quick and get those pieces cut and painted so we can start doing the flooring. So I heard when we bought this house that there used to be an elevator in it, and I think I found it because this corner had a very odd repair and I wanted to uncover it and see what's going on in here. And it looks like two of the floor joists were cut out and then, you know, strengthened. And then with a series of 2x8s and 2x4s, they like rebuilt this corner out in this perfect little square. So I'm guessing that this used to be where like a small one-person elevator used to be. So kind of interesting. I always wondered where it was, and I think this is where it was. But anyway, just gonna slap some new subfloor down, and then we can throw that laminate on and have this room almost done. Now that this floor is repaired, I can throw that laminate down. And this room's gonna go from 0 to done real fast.
Nice.
a couple weeks on and off of working, this office is now completely done. And it feels awesome in here.
It looks great.
It's a huge difference. It's covered in outlets to work. And besides like a couple little touch-ups of the gray paint and like some caulking, it's done. So now I'm excited to bring my desk and furniture back in so we can start tooling around with that and get my office actually set up.